Hey Washington Commanders fan, alright? Arriving with another video here on the channel, don't forget. Let's move on to today's information. Leave your like here below. Subscribe to the channel to be receiving the latest news from our team. Don't forget also at the end of the video you comment below your opinion. It's very important. So that's it, let's go to the video.
What happened in the last game cannot be normalized. It cannot be forgotten. And it cannot be treated as bad luck. Today, the truth will hurt. It will be unsettling. But it will wake up those who still believe that everything is okay with this offense. Zach Ertz, the veteran, the Pro Bowler, the Super Bowl champion, the guy who should be the safe haven of this offense. He slipped up on the play that could have changed everything. He didn't just slip up, he collapsed on the most important route of the game. And the worst part? That was the route he's run 10,000 times in his career. This isn't a statistic. This is a confession. I would have walked in if I hadn't slipped. The grass was unstable, very slippery. But I'm not going to blame the field. For God's sake. If that's not blaming the field, what is? It's like saying, I'm not going to blame the rain, but the rain messed everything up. Fans, let's be honest, Ertz tried to avoid controversy, but created even more. Do you think this is a disguised excuse or a real diagnosis? But hold on, because it doesn't end there. The slip was the perfect symbol of something much bigger. Washington moves the ball. Washington advances. Washington dominates the yards. But Washington freezes in the end zone. And it wasn't just Ertz. It was the entire offense. Let's look at the numbers, because facts don't lie. 172 rushing yards, 213 receiving yards long, rhythmic, lively drives. And they die at the 20-yard line. That's unacceptable. It's like driving a Ferrari at 200 km/h and stopping a meter from the finish line. Does this offense have execution problems or mentality problems? Now let's talk about Marcus Mariota. The quarterback may not have had a perfect game, but he did something few do. He took responsibility. Sometimes the ball bounces like that. We need to improve in the red zone. It's hard to win points like that. No excuses. No deflections. No, it's the field's fault. Mariota was mature. And he got straight to the point. Continuing with the updates, 6 straight losses. 6 consecutive collapses. 6 signs that the Commanders project is melting before our eyes. Things have gone brutally wrong. Overtime loss to the Dolphins. The 6th straight fall. A horror script that nobody in Washington wanted to watch. This isn't bad luck anymore. It's the norm. It's a team that crumbles in crucial moments. It's like a powerful car, but without brakes, without steering, and without a driver. Now let's get to the painful part. The project that seemed ambitious has become a runaway train. Adam Peters has a salary cap. He has power. He has the freedom to rebuild. But he also has holes all over the roster. Injuries. They're a hindrance. But they don't explain everything. And now, with only 6 picks in the 2026 draft, the problem has become even bigger. The most expensive, boldest, and most wrong bet of the season. Peters believed in him so much that he gave the kicker the highest one-year salary in history for the position. That's commitment. That's conviction. That's a high-stakes gamble. And what did Washington get in return? 2 missed kicks in Week 11, including the field goal that would have guaranteed the win. And worse, both to the right. The same mistake. The same bad habit. The same nightmare. This is the kind of mistake that destroys confidence. That destroys the locker room. That destroys the season. With a record of 3-8, the truth is painful. Washington isn't in the running for anything anymore. Now it's about pride. It's about dignity. It's a test for the future. And in this situation, any player who hinders more than helps can be fired at any moment. Peters isn't patient. He isn't sentimental. He isn't hesitant. If he thinks the kicker is hurting team morale, he cuts him. Without a second thought. Matt Gay took responsibility after the game. He spoke beautifully. He said everything a professional should say. And it's true, that deserves respect. But it's also true that words don't put the ball in the uprights. And Peters knows this. The coaching staff knows. The fans know. It's practically impossible for Gay to return for 2026. And if there's another bad game, he might not even finish 2025 on the roster. This project is on shaky ground. Adam Peters needs to act. And Washington needs to decide whether to rebuild or continue sinking. Do you believe in Adam Peters' project? Does Matt Gay deserve to continue, or is it the end of the line? Comment below the video. Next, now to finish today's video, attention! The Washington Commanders have just entered a collision course, and Dan Quinn pressed the red button before the international game against the Miami Dolphins. That's right, a drastic change in defensive leadership. And this is already causing an earthquake in Washington. It couldn't go on like this. Either he changed now, or the season would completely collapse. That was the message, silent but deafening, that Dan Quinn sent by personally taking over defensive calls, taking control away from Joe Witt Jr. Quinn was surrounded. The defense was a hole. The fans were impatient. And Witt seemed lost. Quinn took control. No excuses. No protection. No sentimentality. But the question remains, did this come too late? And, look, it wasn't perfect. Far from it. But the impact was real. Jordan McGee finally got snaps and showed explosiveness. Frankie Louvu became a walking chaos coming down the edge. Mike Sainristil was moved from the nickel to the sideline, and it worked. And even the pressure returned. 3 sacks, more aggression, more identity. It was as if, for a moment, the defense remembered who it could have been all year. But then comes the part that most infuriates the fans. The defense didn't lose the game. The offense and the special teams did. And here begins the real frustration. A poorly received punt by Sainristil. 2 missed field goals by Matt Gay. Mariota's interception on the first play of overtime. It was a collective collapse of the offense and the special teams.
That was today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, don't forget, leave your like. Subscribe here to our channel for more news from the Washington Commanders. It is very important. Comment below in the comments your opinion about today's news. So that's it. Thank you very much, and see you soon.